Brent Long here from Long on Life Salty Sales Training with some additional concerns about all the chatter I'm hearing amongst some of my friends and colleagues in the marketplace over the current state of affairs in the sales and marketing profession. Now, some people may disagree with me, and that's perfectly fine, but I do have some things I'd like to offer from a salty sales perspective. A lot of the chatter that I'm hearing is around the misalignment between marketing and sales, and how marketing can't get the messaging correctly and sales can't get the behavior correct, and just a lot of pushing back and forth. And I'm not going to speak to the marketing end of that. I help sometimes with the marketing aspects of that, but I try to concentrate more on the sales behavior. And as old curmudgeon perhaps, who's maybe a little salty, sometimes maybe a little too salty, thus the concept of salty sales training, I have a couple thoughts I want to really offer in this area. Here's a couple things that I know before I give my 2 cents. One is, I can't think of a salesperson out there or a sales manager or a sales leader who is not trying to improve the closing ratio. I cannot think of a salesperson or a sales manager or a sales leader who is not trying to clean up the pipeline, whether it's your individual pipeline or all of the pipelines that you oversee in the team that you are supposedly leading. I can't imagine or find any salesperson or sales leader who is not trying to bring more and more clarity to their forecast. Okay? I cannot think of an individual salesperson or a sales manager or a sales leader who is not trying to leverage time and energy and get a better return on their investment of both. I'm also not aware of a lot of organizations right now who are just happy-go-lucky, not trying to scale or sustain their sales effort, their sales growth, their sales revenue. So there's a lot of things that I'm not aware of in the marketplace right now. I'm not aware of a lot of people who are just going to be sitting back, being complacent, and not trying to elevate their performance and increase the production of themselves as a salesperson or their sales team in general. And as it relates to the misalignment between marketing and sales, focusing only on the sales end of that, I got 3 words of advice. Ditch the pitch. Ditch the sales pitch. No one woke up this morning wanting to hear your sales pitch. If they are a lead that's somewhere in your funnel and that lead was caught by marketing, then there is at least a passing interest and or curiosity that the language of marketing has caught this lead with maybe a problem that they're looking to get solved, maybe a goal that they're looking to get accomplished. I can tell you, if somebody has a problem they are looking to get solved, or they have a goal they are looking to accomplish, I can tell you they are not interested in your sales pitch. What they are interested in is an alignment of the sales behavior that looks an awful lot like the marketing language. Okay? So the fact that you are being graded, or you are grading yourself on how many pitches you give today, or how many times you walk into an office and vomit all over the floor, or how many times you reach out to somebody on LinkedIn and you tell them how great you are, or you decide, you know what, I am going to randomly propose to 1,000 people today to see which 1 or 2 or 3 can clog up my funnel. It's ridiculous. Grow up, salespeople. The reality of it is, you're not going to improve your closing ratio, you're not going to clean up your pipeline, and you're not going to clarify your forecast. In fact, you're going to waste your time and your energy that you will never recoup, because you are not going to be able to scale and sustain your sales efforts if you don't ditch the pitch. They're not interested in your pitch. They're interested in whether or not you can match the language that marketing has been using that has caught their attention about solving a problem they have or helping them accomplish a goal. when you encounter them, however you do that, over the phone, via email, walking up and knocking on a door, walking in an office, whatever that looks like, when you encounter that, is there any part of your heart that says, maybe I should listen better today, ask more questions, maybe I should actually ask a few questions aimed at the problem, maybe I should ask a few questions aimed at the goal, and maybe I don't have to judge myself on whether I gave a sales pitch today or put together a quote today or sent a proposal today that nobody wanted and nobody was ready for. One of the best ways that you can increase your closing ratio is to stop prematurely proposing. Stop proposing before people want the proposal, before they're ready to engage with you, before they're ready to have a conversation about everything that's going to be in the proposal. Stop focusing on the pitch and start focusing on the concerns that they have and the questions you ask into the heart of those concerns. Look, sales is not that difficult. Sales is hard. It's not that difficult, especially if we stop pitching things to people who don't want to receive the pitch. I know, I'm rambling. I'm sitting out here in the sun at Long Haven. It's a beautiful day. There was fishing in this pond yesterday. You know what? Not a single fish woke up yesterday morning hoping that a fisherman would pitch them on the worm that they had on the end of the hook. You know what? This is a really good worm. This worm is one of the best worms. You should take a bite out of this worm because you know what? We've treated this worm. We've got this worm. I know you like worms, so guess what? I'm going to talk to you about how great this worm is, and then we'll see if you'll buy from me. Now, what happened here yesterday? What happened here yesterday was a couple people went fishing, a couple people caught some fish. They didn't have to pitch the fish on how great the worm was. The fish was hungry, fish wanted to bite, fish was a little curious, fish grabbed a hold of the hook. That simple. Okay? Adjust your approach and ditch the pitch. I'm sure I'll have more on this topic later. For right now, I better stop before I get more upset. Good luck, good selling. God bless. Thanks for tuning in.